Like Mahatma Gandhi. The Sandalwood slumber party.
Yes.
Hello, Club Smell. I'm with my roommate Cameron and his boyfriend Rushi. We're having a Sandalwood pajama party.
Yes, sir.
Rushi will demonstrate the first thing we do. Face masks.
Yes,
Oh, we're putting on face masks?
Yes, we are. Do
Yeah.
it like occasionally on that.
Yeah, yeah.
We're feeling fancy tonight.
Yeah.
Man.
Sir.
Or we're feeling extra hot tonight.
Oh.
I mean, not hot as in the hot as the weather hot, but also extra hot tonight.
Yeah.
In
It's-
aphrodisiac sense or in
I mean, I hope
it's like sister and
yeah.
Oh.
I hope not.
And I think it's like in the sense of like get a face mask and like watch a movie with the girls kind of thing. It's like that kind of vibe, right?
I will start with making the face masks. So here we have a couple of sandalwood. These are two new ones. Here we have a piece of wood that I have grown up with. My family has had this for, I guess, a very long time. We've made face masks with this.
Is this literally a piece of wood from your childhood that you brought back?
Yes, this is literally a piece of wood from my childhood that I brought back.
Thought it was just a piece of wood.
No, it's a piece of wood that I brought back that I have known.
You've known this exact piece of wood,
Yes.
not the sandalwood as a whole?
I've known this piece of wood all my life. This is a big piece of information that I left out, I guess. The way to grind this is you first take a harder, rougher surface, which this bowl has very good of. And then what you do is you'll just pour a little bit of rose water on it to make it a little bit wet. And then you just take the end of the sandalwood and you just like grind it on the rough surface. We can keep adding more rose water and see how much more we need. We can also grind more to make it thicker.
I'm smelling a lot of the rose.
Yes, you smell a lot of the rose because right now there's a lot of rose water in it. But as this starts grinding more and more, we will start smelling the sandalwood. And sandalwood is a very soft wood, which is why it supports this grinding. We can start putting it. I think this is at a good consistency where it can be on our faces. 30 minutes, hour. You can keep it on for longer. Let it dry on your face. I mean, it doesn't harm if it's there for longer. So even if you forget it and sleep with it for like an entire night, the only thing it's going to harm is your pillow. Closes the pore.
Like cooling.
It cools. Yes.
Gets you tight.
Yes.
Anti-inflammatory.
Yes. People do say sandalwood has anti-aging properties. So it makes your face glow.
Ooh, it's very smooth.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I think I want a little more.
Okay, yeah. Let's grind the other one and see how different it is.
What are we smelling?
It's very soft and it has to me, like fabric-y smell, even though it is just pure rose water and sandalwood. And it is very soft. I think a lot of people have the misconception that sandalwood smells like eucalyptus or like tingly.
Oh, okay.
Because I think sandalwood is in a lot of men's cologne. It's in Eau Sauvage by Dior. It's in like many masculine fragrances that just smell like wood, like sharp, citrusy wood. But sandalwood is very like soft and comforting and nutty, fabric-y.
Okay. Yeah, I do see like, honestly, more so with this, kind of like that softness. But I would say I also used to believe sandalwood and like a scent and like a fragrance just skewing masculine. I don't know. Was a little off-putting to me.
Indeed.
But I do like it in like this. By itself, I like it.
In its more natural form, it is very cooling. I associate it with calmness
Yes, yes.
because it is softer.
It's a grounding soft.
Yes.
And I pulled some excerpts from this book of Aromatherapy by Kathi Keville. And sandalwood is used in aphrodisiac blends and in many other things. I'll get into that because an aphrodisiac is something that calms and also like arouses. So the sandalwood part calms people and then other parts arouse them.
Okay.
In Ayurveda, there's a lot those like energies, and you want to like, cool down the pitta energy because it's if you're like too fiery pitta, then you are like it's kind of like the four humors of the body, like choleric, like you would be too fiery.
Yeah.
Gotta chill. So they would use sandalwood on that person.
Yes. My family, and I've heard a lot of families in India, they use pitta is usually an acidic energy, or not energy, but like really just acidity. So a lot of acid reflux is also called pitta in Hindi, and it is very some of the hives that you get on your skin can be a result of that hot energy or acidic energy that you have in your body. Applying sandalwood to those hives really makes it cooler and helps you get off that energy even from applying it on the externally on the hives. And sandalwood used to repel termites,
Yes.
and that is one of the reasons why people started using sandalwood, and then they really discovered the properties of it.
Yeah.
It was used in earlier constructions especially in Eastern Asia. There are a lot of temples that have internal wooden pillars which are sandalwood.
Oh, okay.
Do you smell it all, the sandalwood in the pillars, or is it just like the temple smell is already?
The temple smell is already sandalwood because it's like sandalwood is in all the incenses. So it's a piece of history that I've been told. I don't fully know the facts. It might be false.
I read it also in the aromatherapy book. They mentioned it like sandalwood doors in the temples to repel termites.
Oh, cool.
Must be true. One thing the aromatherapy book said that I don't know if this is true. Powdered wood is drunk in coconut milk to alleviate intense thirst or heat, or sweetened and mixed with rice water for dysentery.
Oh, this is the first time hearing of it. I've never eaten anything that is sandalwood. Not in modern day.
For
Like
dysentery.
yes, in olden times, where Ayurveda was all about these
Dysentery.
Like acne, other inflammation stuff. Truly sandalwood, good help, it seems like.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's really used in a lot of like of the face masks or any of the skincare that we get.
Exactly. I feel like maybe Indian people are keeping it a secret from the Western world.
We are saving it for us. But I was reading that sandalwood used to grow only in India, and now they have started, or they exported or migrated some species of sandalwood to Australia.
There are debates if it's as good as the Indian sandalwood, and people are like, no, it's not as good as the Mysore sandalwood.
Mysore is a city in India. Madras, and Madras is now Chennai, which is also in South India. Both these places are in South India, which is more tropical, which gives it better conditions for sandalwood to grow. But also a sandalwood tree, to get to its full maturity, it needs like 80 to 200 years. So it is a very slow growing tree.
Like a big deal to actively well manage the sandalwood and not over like exploit it. And that's why it is so expensive, because yes, it takes so many years to grow it.
Oh, okay. And so then in Australia, how long have they been at it?
This is something I don't know.
You said a lot of like sandalwood scents as well are like synthetic.
Yes, yes. Since it's so expensive, like a lot of woodsy scents are just synthetic molecules. You're probably just saying you have a sandalwood like note in there, but have no real sandalwood.
Interesting.
Yeah. Ooh, and there is one very interesting sandalwood synthetic molecule called javanol, and that is purified from real sandalwood, so it's also very expensive. But this one molecule, javanol, this one company that sells it just as a perfume on its own because it is almost as complex as sandalwood essential oil. Supposed to be like sandalwood, but more clear and like grapefruit metallic-y. Yeah, but that one is like not a cheap synthetic. That is an expensive synthetic.
Does it have any real sandalwood that was used in it?
Yeah.
A bit? I mean, it's a synthetic, but...
True, maybe it's not completely pure. It still has some remnants of the impurities.
She was wanting a sniff.
How much is like a stick like this of sandalwood?
Oh, I would not know. Honestly, I will not be able to answer this question.
I know my mom said like, oh yeah, it was very cheap. She also didn't really understand like, I don't know, the deal of getting wood. I think she was a little judgmental about a stick of wood.
She doesn't know. She needs to watch the video.
Yeah, I'll send her this video.
Mahatma Gandhi's funeral pyre, it was all sandalwood. They used a stat I read somewhere was like they used 3 tons of sandalwood for that.
3 tons.
3 tons.
Decimated a forest.
That'd be true. Sounds sad.
Skip.
Yeah.
Rushi just
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's just going.
Just time lapse it. Or just fast.
stop talking about interesting stuff. You're like over here. I thought you were just going quick, and then you're like Mahatma Gandhi.
I'm learning so many new things about sandalwood. Share it.
I'm very happy. Oh my god.